Yo, haha, Magnificent. What is good, YouTube? Your boy Magnificent coming back with another quick video. Today we got the Yeezy Slide Dark Onyx. For those that, listen, if this is your first time with a Yeezy Slide, listen, stay tuned. You won't be disappointed. And I'll show you some benefits that you have with the Yeezy Slides. There are some pros and cons to actually owning at least this model, just because a person that's so used to wearing Yeezy Slides the way I've been doing it over the course of 5 years, I just noticed some differences in terms of the build and the comfort, but we will go over that momentarily. I will be doing a comparison between the Yeezy Slide Onyx, which released last year, as well as the Yeezy Slide Dark Onyx, which released this year. So with that said and done, you can see right here, this is not the Dark Onyx. This is actually the Yeezy Slide Onyx. This slide released last year. And what I'm going to do real quick, because I don't want to take too much of your time, is I'm going to show you some of the benefits of a Yeezy Slide. So when you look at the slide, you can see that this has been through you know what and back. You're going to notice that this design has kind of like, I like to call shark fins, but it's kind of like a spring. Think of a spring. Which creates kind of like a bounce back effect. Every time your weight is applied down to the actual sandal, you'll see a video right here, and you're able to bounce back up. What that does with that footbed and this one molded EVA foam, it creates one of the great experiences that you'll have in terms of a slide compared to any other sandal, if that makes sense. That you may not think that this kind of shark-like or shark fin design is not really doing much, but it does add kind of like a bounce or some pep to your step, each step you're taking. And again, I'll model that right here so you can see the steps that I'm talking about. And the Slide Onyx last year had a lot of flexibility to it. Because this is also EVA foam, this is also easy to wash. You can literally throw it in the sink, throw some soap on it, wash it, and it's basically like new. But there was definitely some flexibility. And you can feel like this type of foam or mold or construction that they use is very soft. So this reminded me of like the first generation of Yeezy Slides, where you could really feel that foam kind of seep in. It was more dense than the newer Yeezy Slides that are releasing today. So with that said and done, let's pull out the Yeezy Slide Dark Onyx. You can see right here, size 13. It does come out with that pull-out drawer, and hopefully it doesn't make that weird sound when I pull it out. So here we go. Let me see. Hoagie style. You can see right there. They always do the Hoagie style for the Yeezy Slides. And let's just pull these out. And of course, you have the RFID tag, which is in here. This is not really attached to anything. They kind of just throw the tag in there. So let me just take both of them out. And I'm going to show you exactly what I'm talking about. Put this down right here. So with the Yeezy Slides, what they typically do, and I can see that they did their timestamp. I'm curious to see what the production date shows on here. So mine's, I don't know if you can see it, but I'll have a picture right here. It shows October 2022 on both. So interesting date. But at the same token, if you notice about the Yeezy Slide Dark Onyx, the first thing I can tell you is that the hue is not much different from the original Yeezy Slide Onyx. In fact, what I'm going to do is show you a picture or possibly a video of a comparison, like a side-by-side with the Yeezy Slide Dark Onyx versus the Yeezy Slide Onyx, because honestly, in seeing this, at least in the naked eye, I can't really tell much of a difference in terms of a color hue. But I do notice that the structure design, you'll notice that, and I have a picture right here where I see more of a pebble design with the Yeezy Dark Slide Onyx. You can see it's like textured versus an actual smoother layout or EVA foam layout of the actual Yeezy Slide Onyx. Now I can tell based off this design and based off the feel that this Yeezy Slide Onyx is a little bit more plush than the Yeezy Slide Dark Onyx. So in terms of durability, I would have to say the Yeezy Slide Dark Onyx might play out a little bit more, just because it has a little bit more texture, so it can basically, you can go outside and the wear and tear, you can see right there on my Yeezy Slide Onyx how it starts to wear and tear over time. I don't think you're going to have that problem as much with this. just because of that added texture. That's kind of like an added bonus, but it also takes away from the actual plushness, if that makes sense, or the density, where you're not going to be able to feel that sunken feeling every time you take a step. You'll feel it, but not as much as you would with the Yeezy Slide Onyx. Now you'll see a video right here, and of course I'll do that on feet, but you'll see that in terms of flexibility, it's there. It's definitely there. The only thing, like I said, is the only difference between the Yeezy Slide Dark Onyx and the actual Onyx is the fact that this is a little bit more plush in terms of the Yeezy Onyx. The color hue, which again you'll see right here, and I kind of did this outside to show you like a realistic natural light difference between the Onyx and the Dark Onyx. If you have the Onyx from last year, do you need the Dark Onyx? I think it depends on the person. Like if you want a backup slide that's kind of the same hue, then of course you want to go with this, because if you're like me, you beat this to the street. Of course, the slate grays, if I'm not mistaken, should be on the Adidas Confirmed app. And that's kind of the same hue with that charcoal black type design. So comment below, man. Let me know what you think of the Yeezy Slide Dark Onyx. Would you prefer the Dark Onyx or would you prefer the Yeezy Slide Onyx? Again, there's benefits to both of them. Again, this being plush, but this one being more rugged. So it'll have more, it'll probably last longer over time and be able to withstand a little bit more damage than the Yeezy Slide Onyx that released last year. But your boy Magnificent Man, I am coming to an end. Your boy's going to do that on feet real quick for the Yeezy Slide Dark Onyx. If you haven't gotten your pairs, I believe there's some that's still in the confirmed app, but it depends on when you're watching this video. I am out. You guys, stay blessed.